Hi guys, welcome back to today's episode on Naija Mebo TV. There is a lot of bass drama going on social media. Guys don't want to miss out on what is going on. Well, we all know that Tonto Dikeh and her ex-husband, Churchill, olakunle, recently decided to settle the disputes and indifferences between them, at least to co-parent in peace because of their lovely boy, King. And recently, we also know that Tonto Dikeh went to church, she gave her life to Christ, and she also settled with her ex-husband and decided to co-parent in peace for the sake of their boy, King. Shortly after the whole birthday photo shoot and birthday message celebrates their son. Guys, you don't want to guess what is currently going on. A lot of social media users notice that Olakunle Churchill's current wife, Rosie, did something that caused a lot of suspicions in the minds of social media users. I'm sure you don't want to miss out on this gist because Rosie has come online to spread a lot of things and address claims that she is bittered about the reconciliation between Tonto Dikeh and her ex-husband. Guys, let's go. Welcome back, guys. Well, Nollywood actress Rosie addressed claims that she is bittered about the reconciliation of Churchill, her current husband, and Tonto Dikeh over the co-parenting concerning their son, King. Well, a lot of social media users noticed that shortly after Churchill took to his official Instagram page to celebrate his son and also share photo shoots of Tonto Dikeh and him with his son celebrating his son's 10th birthday after not being in the boy's life for over 10 good years. A lot of people noticed that Olakunle's current wife stopped following him on Instagram, whereas he's still following his lovely wife. Immediately, this act was noticed by social media users. It raised a lot of concerns, and before you know it, there were a lot of people who were close to Rosie that started calling Rosie and asking, "Why did you unfollow your husband Olakunle? Is it because he reconciled and decided to co-parent in peace with Tonto Dikeh? Is that what you're not happy with? Or you're not happy with the fact that the man finally reconciled with his boy after 10 good years?" And seeing that there were a lot of calls and messages, Rosie decided to address the old claims. First off, she started by saying that she's going to address every claims about her, and now is the time to say and spill the truth about what is currently going on. And then she even said that she's not that petty to unfollow a man on Instagram. It's probably a technical issue on her social media account. She can't do something like that because she's happy in her marriage and she's been treated well, and she's even happy that her husband finally gets to be in the life of his son after 10 years. Well, a lot of social media users are not buying that gist. A lot of people were even complaining that for good 10 years you never came out to explain any story. Now that the man reconciled with his son, you decided to come and say your story. And Rosie is not backing out. She made 3 different videos and different write-ups on her Instagram story explaining that she would never let anyone bully her or not let her say her mind again. Guys, let's get right into what Rosie has been saying.
Easy, but what you allow is what's gonna fly. If the internet sets a narrative for you and you don't change it, that narrative is what's gonna be on you. And today I'm saying enough, because this one really shocked me. How do I get back from the gym today and I just start getting so many calls, only for me to check my phone and they're asking, what happened? Why did you unfollow your husband? Hope no problem. So if I show you my phone here and I click on my husband's page, there it shows that I'm following him. And if I click following, it gives me an option to unfollow. So how am I unfollowing my husband? If I also click on here, I hope you can see it on the three dots, see shared activity, it states how long we've been following each other or when we started following each other. Wait, I'm just gonna turn this around so it can be on the record. I was never my husband's ex's friend, not to talk of best friend. I've never met her. I've never seen her. She doesn't have my number. I don't have her number. She's like 8 to 9, 10 years older than I am. And I've read comments where people have sent to me that I was her best friend or she introduced me to her husband and I snatched him or something like that. I know it's not funny, but it's been funny to me for a very long time now. And someone said to me that you're busy laughing, but people have carried the narrative that this is what you are and this is what you've done.
Well, guys, before I play some numerous videos that the actress did explaining her own side of the story, she first of all addressed claims that she never snatched olakunle Churchill from Tonto Dikeh, because there were a lot of social media users that have been putting and nailing that on her marriage ever since she got married to Olakunle. And there were a lot of people who noticed that shortly after Olakunle's marriage crashed with Tonto Dikeh, Rosie got married to Churchill. And their only conclusion is that this Nollywood actress snatched Tonto Dikeh's husband. And Rosie decided to come and clear the air that she does not even know who Tonto Dikeh is and she has never met Tonto Dikeh before, and she's happy with her husband, and her husband had treated her like a sister and also cared for her needs and always looking for the greatness of her career before they got married. And Tonto Dikeh is no way involved, and then she never snatched Olakunle from Tonto Dikeh. In a video, she addressed claims that, contrary to the rumors, nothing like the fact that Tonto Dikeh had introduced her to Churchill ever happened. She said she never had any form of relationship with her and she met Olakunle Churchill separately. In her words, she said, and I quote, I got lots of calls today from people and they were asking why I unfollowed my husband on Instagram. I never unfollowed him and I never will. When I go to his page, it still shows that I'm following. I don't know what technical issues it is or whether someone is playing games somewhere. I have no reason to unfollow him. I am not that petty. You guys will wait forever. You picked his son's birthday of all day to fly the narrative that I unfollowed him. My husband and I are cool. He's presently in Lagos with his son. I also need to get this straight. I was never my husband's ex-friend. I have never met or seen her. We don't have each other's number. She's like 10 years older than me. All the news that I was her best friend and I snatched her husband is all lies. When he was married, he was like a brother to me and helped me in my career. He used to take my siblings and me out. We were not dating. I don't know what happened between him and his ex-wife. The way you saw it on the internet was the way I saw it. I'm not a bad person. I love all his children equally. If he tells me to look after his son or daughter, I will. If God says it's time for me, him, and his ex to reunite because of their son, who am I to say no? Please let my husband spend time with his son in peace. Anyone who has proof that I snatched him should bring it out. I am still Mrs. Churchill. Clock it. Immediately after this video went out on our Instagram page, there were a lot of social media users who went ahead to dig old video of Rosie talking about a relationship with Tonto Dikeh on live TV. These two words are already contrary to each other. And there were a lot of social media users who are not really buying it because Rosie went on to rant over the false narratives about her. She said she's tired of being quiet and she noted how I hate always pick the wrong time to start their shit to create issues. Well, she made it clear that she does not know Tonto Dikeh. And a lot of people went to dig up videos of her praising Tonto Dikeh and the relationship between them. And well, Rosie also have something to say concerning that as well. She reacted to the trendy video of her calling Tonto Dikeh her family. She said that when she made that video, she was under duress, that she was young and innocent and being dragged into something that does not concern her. And now that she's older and wiser, she said she's speaking her real truth. And she made it clear that no one can intimidate her. And she re-emphasized that she knew about the reunion and reconciliation before it hit the internet. And she has been 100% in support. And there were a lot of people that also still reacted that they are not really sure. More reason why she's coming out after 10 years to tell her own truth. This whole narratives about her snatching Tonto Dikeh's husband has been in the internet for over 10 years. Why now? She wrote, and I quote, "You want me to hang on the nonsense old video I made years ago where I explained all sorts of things to the fact that I was so young and innocent. The whole media thing was new to me. How I got dragged in, waiting no consign me. Then something I saw and was as lost as everyone else. My husband was like a brother to me then. I had to apologize to my family because he knew I knew absolutely nothing about what was said. I was dragged into violence by force. With all the pressure, the PR team will make you say so many things. Then, if you don't feel it's right now, whatever I say is the real truth. I am older, I am wiser, and no one can intimidate me. I waited for him to marry before he entered my eyes, as if you don't know his story. I knew my husband before he got married, why I no follow at that time." Well, there were a lot of things that Rosie said on the internet. There are a lot of people who said, "Why would you say you don't know Tonto Dikeh from the beginning? And you know that he was married, and you know that Churchill was being nice to you and your family while he was married to his wife. The story, no clear." Well, there were some social media users who also reacted that the best thing that would be good for us is just to take Tonto Dikeh's son as our son. There are some social media users in the comment section who were angry and kind of pained about the fact that Tonto Dikeh has given her life to Christ, because they know the old Tonto Dikeh, that she would have reacted and responded to all the outbursts of Rosie on social media. Guys, I would just play a short clip
That
of the
being
video
said,
that Rosie made
about he's
on
like a brother
social
to
media.
me.
Enjoy.
Another thing that really makes me laugh, because in all honesty, guys, come on. At that time, he was like a brother to me. He was like a brother to me. He was helping me out in my career. He was taking me and my siblings out, and you know, he knew my family and all of that. So, if someone is so close to you, what is he? He wasn't my uncle. He was like a brother to me. And then after that, I was a bit younger and naive by then. I didn't really understand everything. It was just like a joke to me. But right now, it's actually, hitting me in the sense that, isn't it better I come out and just tell you guys how it is rather than allow you guys speak on my behalf? So this is me speaking for myself today, guys. Please, please, please. I was never best friends with anyone. Never, ever, ever. I don't know her till today. I've never met her. I don't know her. I've never visited their home. No one has ever invited me, then to any married home where I entered and got introduced to a man that I snatched. Do you understand?